And we are here. We are live. We are the Shoot Brothers podcast, the one and only wrestling podcast on the internet. We are in quarantine. We are in lockdown, but the show continues because the wrestling world continues. And our lives go on because I am Mike the Shoot Shepherd, joined as always by Cam Thunder Osborne.
I'm over here. I'm an ISO. I'm an ISO, baby.
He's an ISO. I'm an ISO. We're both in search of something.
We're both in search of...
Yes, but wrestling is still here. You know, fans can't come, but the cameramen are there, the referees, Vince McMahon's booking shit, presumably.
Wait, isn't he always booking shit? Isn't that part of it?
Yeah, sometimes good shit, sometimes bad shit.
Is he? So he's just a little more hands-on now that we're in this new format?
I don't know. XFL really is not around, so he's got something.
That's true.
We were hoping that was going to keep him busy. But
yeah, we were hoping that would really keep him hands off around WrestleMania. You know, because
but maybe he doesn't like to admit he's an old man, but maybe he is taking this COVID situation serious and trying to just be not around people. Who knows?
He could be. He is super old, but nothing would stop him from getting on a quick Skype call. 20 minutes before the show before the show is supposed to air.
Yeah. But you know what? Everybody, like we said, the wrestling, it's continued for now.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting stuff. So the news continues. Around the ring is where we're going right now because some stuff happens.
Around the ring, 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 around the ring.
Not everything happens on the weekly shows.
Not everything happens in those square 4 chunks of time.
Yeah, including a title. We had a title change, ladies and gentlemen, after holding it for weeks. Riddick Moss, sorry. Riddick Moss, he lost his 24/7 title while jogging. He's jogging, and this time a referee pulls up in a car. Truth comes out from behind, rolls him up, wins the title, drives off with the ref's car.
Good, Truth. So Truth's got it back.
Yes.
Oh,
so
thank
Truth,
God. Thank God.
There's 2 records in this segment. Truth is now the 35-time 24/7 champion.
Jesus Christ.
So that's 1 record. And Riddick Moss set the title length record. His was the longest reign of all time at 40 days, believe it or not.
40 days? What?
Yeah.
No way it's been over a month since... I'm just looking... I remember that happening, and I'm just thinking to myself, there's no way that was over a month ago. But I guess it was.
Yeah,
Shit.
Sorry. Yeah. 40 days. It's crazy. I guess because the last few weeks he hasn't really been on because there haven't been as many people. So
yeah,
they certainly couldn't book a gaggle at this time.
Could not book the gaggle of jobbers. You can't book No Way Jose's little dumb crew, which is fantastic for me. Because I don't get to see much of them.
Yeah. So so he lost his title. Nobody else even cracked a month. He got 40 days.
Well, that's great. That tells me everywhere from mere minutes to now this huge amount of time. And I'm going to say that he's probably first place by like a huge margin also.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like double. Is Matt Challen in there?
Folks, so many podcasts are being recorded all over the all over the house. We're a podcast.
Oh, he's got his own podcast. Is that right?
Yeah, he's got his own podcast. It's
cool.
He's twitching out live play alongs.
He's the competition.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
he's the competition.
No, we're playing COD. They've released a free Fortnite style
mode
game. Yeah. And it's pretty cool. I haven't played it yet because I'm not good. I'm not good at first person shooters, so I just kind of stick away. But no, it's a great time watching. It's a lot of fun. There's a game mode you can play with squads of people, and you have to get money. So that's we'll play like online with friends. So the one's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a couple more things here.
Oh yeah, we're still around the ring. This isn't Game Tuck. No, this
it's
is
okay. No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's okay. So nothing official has been said, but it appears that WWE has had its first breach of the COVID-19.
Who was it?
Dana Brooke was supposed to be in this.
Oh my God! Is somebody checking Batista?
Uh-oh.
Can somebody get Dave Batista?
But most people may not have even remembered, but Dana Brooke was supposed to be in that 6-pack challenge for the SmackDown Women's title.
Oh, right.
She's been pulled.
Okay.
Yeah, she's been... So she just said she had flu symptoms. She had some sort of symptoms. She hasn't been positive, but she's quarantined. No chances being taken. So she's out of the match. And then also Rey Mysterio. Something,
No!
Everything's...
Why? The one thing oh my God, Mike.
So
no.
this is from Meltzer himself.
Oh,
he says,
Uncle Dave, why do you
it was
do
basically
this
what
to
we were
me?
thinking. He says there was a lot of different ideas, multiple different ideas for the U.S. title
That
match.
would have been so much fun.
And he goes, the main idea was, Andrade, Ray, and Angel and all those. But he says Ray is now in quarantine. He's off the show. So you got to be safe. So he's gone.
That would have been such a fun match, that 4-way with those guys, Carrillo.
Yeah.
God
well,
damn
then
it.
as we see,
That's too bad.
they announced kind of a thrown together tag match later that we'll get to. But I got one final piece of news, and this one's very important to me.
Okay.
If you remember last summer, one of the very hot, for my shoot meter was going off the charts for this one, the Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Oh, yeah, of course. No, Mike, we listeners of the show remember what it was like about a year ago.
Yeah, the summer of love for these two. They seemingly every week I was picking up on these teases, these sexual lusts and advances and small touches. And
Okay, just what do you just go on? What are you saying?
So anyways, this is an official interview with Sonya Deville with uprocks.com. So Sonya Deville, she talks about that this was an official proposed lesbian storyline between her and Mandy. And here's what happened. She says, obviously me and Mandy, we were upset. It was something that we really pushed for, but never say never. I think it's still possible and something that could happen. And, she just goes on about like representation. And we took a lot of time out. We had a lot of meetings with GLAAD, that organization.
I do not know that organization. I don't think so.
It's like I don't know. I don't want to get the name right, but like represents gays and lesbians and whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, this was real. They were all in on it. This was a real thing that was going to happen. She's like, it doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out storyline, but 2 girls, 2 guys, just doing whatever. And but then she said it kind of just fizzled out. Nothing happened. And then Rusev and Lana had a big storyline, and now the Otis and Mandy. But it basically confirms that what I saw was legit. There was smoke. There was fire. We just didn't get the desire.
That's great. Well, you know what, Mike? I'm glad the shoot meter is finally resolved on this. I mean,
case closed, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, of course, never say never, of course.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I still didn't get my reward, but at least Sonya confirmed that I'm not crazy. If Moxman comes out and
or it seems odd that like I don't know, whatever. What were you gonna say?
No, if next year Moxman comes out and says, just kidding, I'm still Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, that would be the biggest thing that would ever happen.
Then you could say you were right on that one.
Yeah. No, when he shows up on Impact and just fuck you to everybody. That'd be great. Well, that's great. That was a little bit of news coming around, of course.
There you go. Around the ring.
More things changing with Mania. That really blows. Hope they're all right. Hope they're all right. But let's keep moving through the show. Because we got to go somewhere. Let's go to Twitter, shall we? It's the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. The tweet of champion, CM Punk defending his belt, defending it well. And, of course, something that we've seen before. This is an intergender belt, much like something like the 24/7 title. Any man, woman, entity, a child, anything could win this.
Corporation.
And, a corporation.
That Wendy's Twitter is always putting out stuff.
Wendy's,
right?
Whoever's on that Wendy's Twitter account, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yes, so this week, many women have held this belt before, and another woman is going to add her name to the list. Your tweet of the champion, Alexa Bliss. This was actually not on Twitter. It's actually an Instagram little thing, but we're counting it. We're counting it. So so Becky Lynch put out on her Instagram, that was like a week ago maybe, when she came out looking like a king. And she had, you remember, she had like the hat on, and she had like the scepter and the big
coat and
glasses and stuff like that. Yeah. She came out looking like the king, and just kind of post a photo on Instagram, and then Alexa Bliss just comments on it by saying, "Oh, I thought that was Baron Corbin's gimmick." And I was like, hey, I also thought it was Baron Corbin's gimmick, because now I don't know what Baron Corbin's gimmick is.
Well, I don't know. It depends. If they do another King of the Ring this year, then his license expires.
His license would technically expire. But who knows? But Alexa Bliss, you're a Tweet Luke champion. Instagram of the week.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Not a girl. Yeah. She seems like a good grammar.
Grammar.
Yeah. Should we just go on to the world of SmackDown here?
Let's keep moving on through the show, because these weeklies, the weekly show still needs to happen. You know, we got a couple hours here to fill. We got to fill 3 hours on Monday night. Jesus Christ, I don't know how they're going to pull that one off. But yeah, let's go to SmackDown Live. Okay, folks, it's Friday night. It's time for SmackDown Live. It used to be on Tuesday, but then I think it was on Friday before, though. No, wait, we used to film it on a Thursday and then release it. It's just SmackDown Live.
Live, yeah, I think it was live still. Performance Center. Michael Cole standing in the ring, and he's talking about Mania being 2 nights now. Then he brings out this year's host, the Gronk. But Mojo Rawley gets in the ring first, and he's like, "Come on, Cole, you ain't going to do this. I'm going to do this." So he introduces his best friend, being all hyped up, gives him a good hype intro. And then Gronkowski comes out to some like 90s techno dance track, and he's doing like a white man. Only a white man can dance. But
he was trying to entertain.
I dig it.
Let's just say
I like
he's trying to entertain.
Yeah, like he doesn't look like he's I don't know. Like he's into it. He's not forcing it. You know.
I get it.
But yeah, you know, he just has some fun. He cuts a promo. He's been watching WWE all his life, and he supports Mojo going back to his FCW days, and you know, he's ready for the host Mania. He's hype. So Mojo's happy. He's got his buddies back. They start chopping each other and shit. And then King Corbin comes out, of course, to interrupt. And he starts insulting them. And I think Elias comes out next. He strums his guitar. He wants to play a song for Corbin. So Gronk and Mojo, they just laugh. Everyone's making fun of Corbin. Yeah, I don't know. It eventually just leads to Gronk pushing him over Mojo's, you know, the old schoolyard trick. He ducks down, pushes him.
Classic schoolyard trick.
Yeah, and then Gronk gets on the mic. He's like, "Hey, man, I don't get to make matches, but Elias, Corbin, you should have a match at Mania." He doesn't even push for his best friend to get a Mania match. But
It's so weird. But you had one opportunity to give me a match, and you didn't take it. Great. Corbin Elias. That's what we're going to get. I hope things work out a little bit better for Gronk this year than they did for last year's hosts, Colin Jost and Michael Che. You know, they ended up in the wrong side of that battle royal, which, of course, isn't happening. So you said this before, just kind of when we went into it. Is this still live? Do we know what we're watching is live? Do we know that yet?
I think this past SmackDown might have been live, might have been the last thing, because WrestleMania is being taped and everything's being taped.
They're taping it. What?
Yeah.
Why?
I think as of right now. So lockdown. It's got to be on ultra lockdown.
Shit. Oh my god, that's going to be tough to not check out some of those dirt sheets.
Well, who knows? I don't know. Maybe they can keep it. Maybe they can keep it.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I guess for them, it's less of a, you know, because things could just keep getting worse in terms of restrictions. They need to film it now when they at least still kind of have the chance.
Do it now, and I think, you know, with this Dana Brooke, Rey Mysterio thing, if either of one of them tests positive, then it's only a matter of time. They were both on the shows recently, so who knows? Maybe let's just get it over with, film it, and then if they ban it, we've already got it done. They can't do anything.
Exactly, yeah, and then we can just work on it in post and then do all sorts of different things.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I think they can have such a small number of people there that they, you know, they can prevent it from leaking if they know well enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's a good point. No, I never even thought about it not being live just until this moment.
Yeah, and that could add to some matches for sure. But you know, I thought Gronk did well here. He's a natural on the mic. He's he's a good performer. I liked him.
Yeah, it felt too long. But
yeah, it was a long, you know, it was a bit much, but he carried himself well out there, better than some celebrities do.
Amen.
But I guess he was already
brother. Yeah, he kind of knows what he's doing, I think, anyways.
Yeah, But let's get to some action here because we get the new team, the awesome team of Daniel Bryan and his protege, who's also his mentor for some reason.
Who looks oddly like him also.
Yeah. He cut his hair and now they look the same. Drew Gulak taking on Nakamura and Cesaro. And Bryan and Gulak, they're still doing the yes chants during the entrance, which is fun. And then Nakamura had a bit of a new look. He has a full red leather trench coat for his entrance.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Remember
Carmen's San Diego?
Ooh, I never thought of that. See, yeah, do whatever you want. Can we just bring back like normal Shinsuke intro?
Yeah, bring back, get rid of the words. Let's get the old version back.
I think that's what we're waiting for. When are we going to get that? Because he hasn't turned face in years.
Yeah, it
feels like a long time. Yeah,
since the AJ feud, I guess.
Like we may never see him. We may never get face Shinsuke again, for all we know.
Yeah, but during this match, their leader Sami Zayn's on commentary, and we now have a name. Their 3-man group is the Artist Collective. So there you go.
Love it.
Bryan and Nakamura, good back and forth stuff. That's a dream match. A lot of people want to see singles action, but good stuff. Bryan gets worked over. Gulak gets the hot tag. He's running wild, but they double team him. So Bryan tags in without Cesaro knowing, hits a sunset flip and gets a 3 count.
This was great. This was great, even without a crowd.
Yeah, good wrestling. Just
technical.
Good wrestling.
It felt technical. Sami Zayn's fantastic.
Yeah, he's good on the commentary.
Yeah, this is funny because I think this was last week's SmackDown too. What didn't we get? There was Daniel Bryan was in the match last week that was also very good.
Yeah, and I think it was against Cesaro or something.
Maybe it was that, and it was also just funny.
The one he landed on his head?
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, these are 2 matches in a row, such great matches, but just not in front of anybody. It's like fuck.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Then after the words, backstage, Sami Zayn confronts Bryan and Drew, and he's like, you guys are just squeaking by with these mediocre wins. So Bryan says, why don't you defend that Intercontinental title against me at Mania? So Sami says, all right, if Drew Gulak can beat Nakamura next week, you get your title match.
There you go.
So presumably that will happen.
Presumably
it has happened. It could have been taped right in this moment.
It could be being taped right now.
But then we bring back Michael Cole. He's in the ring here. He's got his guest Paige via Skype, the company that we dropped. But
thank you, Facebook.
Yeah, they didn't want to fly her in, so she's on the Skype. And then Bayley and Sasha come out and interrupt, and everyone's going back and forth. And you want to do something, Paige? You can't. They're just making fun of her for being retired. And she says, "Yeah, well, guess what, baby? I could announce matches for Mania." And that's when we get the official 6-pack challenge announcement that Bayley's going to defend her title against Lacey Evans. Tamina, does she still work here? Says Bayley. And the rest of us. Naomi. Dana Brooke was supposed to be in it, but now she's going to have to be replaced.
Replaced with someone, yeah.
So Carmella, probably, someone like that.
That makes sense.
And then Sasha grabs the mic and says, "You bitch." But Paige says, "Thanks for chiming in." But the final opponent is Sasha Banks. So there we go. We got some story going on. Now I got a runner-up if Lacey doesn't win. I got Sasha there too, so I got some odds to play.
Yeah, and this we could have seen this coming. Throw the multi-woman match. One of them has to be a multi-person match.
Yeah,
we don't have that many
room.
There's not enough. Yeah. There's not enough room, or just to make it interesting. So 6-pack challenge, means we're probably getting a new champion.
Yeah, like I said, Lacey and Sasha. Those are my 2 picks. Either one of them. Bayley's had a long reign. We can switch it up.
Yeah, I'm on board.
And Bayley just kind of leaves on her own with the title, and Sasha smirks a bit behind her back about her new opportunity. So
we will see.
Time
will tell.
Yeah. Then they play the John Cena versus Bray Wyatt from WrestleMania 30. They play that match in its full. Mm-hmm. It's the one that they kind of been referencing, that they say fucked up Bray's career path at the time, and it was kind of like his Randy Orton Kofi stupid moment.
Stupid.
But so that eats up a chunk of time.
A good old chunk of time.
And then backstage, Kayla Braxton interviews Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, and they continue to call it the Kabuki Warriors. And Bliss calls out Asuka for a singles match next week. So maybe this will lead to a tag title match at Mania as well.
Yeah, Bliss Cross taking on. I mean, really, it really sucks that there's just no one else. It has to be Bliss Cross.
If they're not gonna, there's so many other teams.
Can we build up Fire and Desire right now? Probably not. Mandy's taken.
We don't even know where that's going either. But so we'll see. But then we go to Miz Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. They're in the ring for the dirt sheet. And they talk about not having any challengers for their tag titles at Mania. So let's ask the audience. And then, of course, Miz and Morrison appear in the crowd. They're dressed as the New Day. And they do a pretty good impression there. And then, then they show up as the Usos. They're doing the whole whoa, whoa, whoa thing. And but then hold up. And then they show up again in bacon suits. And that's supposed to be Heavy Machinery.
Yes, because they're made of bacon.
Yeah, the other first two impressions are pretty good, but this one, Miz just kind of put on this weird southern
accent. Thought they would have put on like a fat suit.
Yeah,
and that would have been
like, "Hey
joke.
Guys, what you doing there?"
Yeah, like yeehaw.
That's not a notice.
Chewing tobacco or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but so they took advantage of the not being live here. Is actually kind of a good way of doing that to have them Miz and Mo. So they appear and they're all arguing with each other, and then Miz Mo they just say, "You know what? We should just take the night off." But then the real Heavy Machinery come out to interrupt. And, I guess they beat him up, chase him off. So, who knows? No sign of Ziggler, though. So, maybe that storyline's put on hold because we don't have the fans to play off of.
Yeah, and again, we don't have that many. We can't put that many people in the ring at the same time.
Yeah, and I guess they don't want them kissing the social distance.
Exactly.
All right. But let's go on here because, I guess this leads to a match. Miz Morrison taking on Heavy Machinery. If Heavy Machinery is doing well, they're dominating early on, but Miz Mo fight back. They start working over Tucker, who tries to make the hot tag on Otis, but then Dolph Ziggler does come out. He distracts him. Miz takes advantage. He nails Otis off the apron. Morrison super kicks him, and then Ziggler just decides to get on commentary. And then back in the ring, Otis is doing good. He's looking to hit a double caterpillar, but then Ziggler just gets on the mic and he starts showing Otis some pictures on the screen of him and Mandy looking happy together, doing coupley things.
Ruthless.
So Otis is enraged. He starts going after Ziggler, beating him up, goes to hit him with a chair, but Miz Mo stop him. So Otis unleashes his fury on Miz and Morrison, drives both of them through the barricade, gets DQ'd.
Picks up the DQ. Yeah, poor guy.
So costing them a title shot. Potentially. Tucker's angry.
You're right.
Yeah, so some tension maybe in Heavy Machinery, and we don't know what's going on.
I sure as hell don't. Because, it does feel like any story thing that's been happening, it feels like it has kind of been put on hold.
Mandy... we didn't see. She hasn't been seen live in a few weeks.
It's like if we're not building to a match, let's not. We have to figure out how to retool this.
Yeah,
this sort of setup, right?
Yeah. So Miz and Morrison are in the middle of all this now for whatever reason, but we'll get a tag title match at Mania, I'm sure. Maybe all three. Who knows? Whatever. But let's go to the main event, I guess, because Michael Cole's back in the ring again. He's a regular. I guess only one interviewer. So. He brings out Roman Reigns. He brings out Goldberg because we got a good old contract signing for that Universal Championship.
Classic contract signing. One thing I love about the old contract signing is, having them stare each other down. I'm guaranteed to have some sort of physical altercation at the end. Where that leads me to believe, like, somebody got the upper hand, therefore maybe they'll get the upper hand again. I love it. And coming into this contract signing, I was like, boy, I can't wait for that to happen.
Yeah, and usually the furniture gets damaged.
Exactly. They put the little red carpet down on the ring and blue carpet, rather.
Yeah, this time no one barely ever sits down. This time they just grab the chairs, they toss them out of the ring right away.
There's these set designers out there are having to set up the chairs. And then just gotta fucking get kicked out of the way. Disrespectful.
So Michael Cole, he asked both men some questions. Goldberg says he was hoping Roman would be the one to accept his who's next challenge. But Roman, he admits he's been fortunate that all the greats have chose him, but they have all lost, and you ain't gonna be any different, Bill. So Roman calls Goldberg a little bitch bulldog sitting in his yard, holding his title that he never earned. And But yeah, what did you do to earn that title shot, Roman? I don't know.
He beat Baron Corbin 47 consecutive times.
Oh, yeah.
That's enough to earn you a title shot, if nothing else.
I guess so. So he signs the contract. Goldberg says, Reigns, you're the next victim. He signs. Then he flips the table, and him and Reigns stare down. It's
such an awkward way to end the show.
Yeah, no physical violence.
Stare down? Yeah, it just felt so weird. I'm waiting, like I'm sitting there like, oh God, here we go. Yeah. Someone's gonna get smacked, and then the little trademark thing comes up in the bottom corner, and you're like, no, God damn it. Somebody
they do have one more SmackDown though. I'm sure they got one last go home SmackDown before WrestleMania.
Quite frankly, I don't even know what. So yeah, we're two Sundays away from Mania.
Well, it's like a week from this Sunday or Saturday.
That's right? Saturday and Sunday. That's correct. Yes, we have this.
Yeah.
We have this weekend and then the next weekend. Okay, great.
Yeah. So, yeah, next week is go home shows.
God damn it! God damn, you know how I feel about go home shows. But that was SmackDown, possibly live.
Yeah, last ever if it was for a while at least.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what it's going to be like pre-recorded though. If I hope you're right because let's it's all gonna have to change. It's all changing up, so why not change it up a little bit?
Yeah,
yeah.
And there's some stuff that I think it will benefit.
So certainly, yeah.
Let's get right into the other side of the brand here, the Monday Night Raw. Let's get raw. Let's get raw. Show opens up with Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman in the ring, cutting a promo, and right away you notice they did the smart thing, and they moved the camera to face the entrance ramp this week.
So you don't... yeah, more like AEW did it last week also. It looks way better that way.
Yeah, much better. You see the ramp. You don't see the empty crowd as much. Heyman says, in these uncertain times, Lesnar's the only certainty, and Drew cannot beat him at Mania. Mm-hmm. And WrestleMania is too big for one night, which is their new tagline, as if they wanted it that way.
Yeah, almost like they planned it that way. Oh my God!
Too big for one night.
I hope Mania starts being 2 days.
I don't know.
Get a little break in the middle there. I hope. Well, yeah, I mean, this is a
hard one to judge.
This is going to be a hard one to judge in the first place. Yeah.
But then we go right into a match from 5 years ago, the Royal Rumble 2015 WWE World Title match, where Brock Lesnar defended against Seth Rollins and John Cena in a fantastic triple threat match.
This was great. I've never seen this one before, and I had a lot of fun.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing. Didn't know.
Yeah, no,
didn't know who was going to win. I didn't know. I had no idea what the hell was going to happen, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I was going to say if you hadn't seen it, it's definitely worth a watch, but you did. So that was that was
great.
Better than the Rumble that year.
I do one thing. I do like this putting in. Just kind of full matches that either could play into a story. I mean, they did it with the Cena match, the Cena Bray Wyatt, and then of course this one with having a Brock Lesnar match. I like this. Put on some classic matches from recently that kind of are good.
Yeah.
Let's get that CM Punk Cena match
good picks
for free.
Yeah, I don't know if they want to put CM Punk yet or not. I don't know.
On SmackDown. Put him on SmackDown.
Maybe. But yeah, then the Orange
the Orange Cassidy, the Orange Cassidy group.
Yeah, the original club, the only club, the Orange Cassidy come out, and AJ cuts a promo on WrestleMania and the match against Undertaker. He name drops Michelle McCool again. He's been feuding with her basically as much as Undertaker.
So is the deal that it's not like that we're not supposed to know? Like what? I don't know what the beef there is. Just because he's calling her his wife.
He's just trying to be like, I don't know. So then he starts showing some footage of Undertaker like swimming with a tiger at a safari, and just being he's trying to expose him as a human being. Mm-hmm. And he says, "Save the tiger, save the world."
Right? Yeah. Just this hey Mark.
Yeah. Which is apparently, have you heard of this new Tiger King show?
Yeah, we're 3 episodes into it. It's so much fun.
I haven't started, but I've been hearing rave reviews, and
it's much fun.
Free time.
You got to check it out. I
was gonna say I'll probably be watching it this weekend.
Perfect. Yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Yeah. So tigers, but this was kind of funny, just seeing Taker just looking like a little baby tiger himself here with I don't know. Yeah. So AJ's like, what the fuck is this, man? I don't want this crappy version of Mark Calloway. I want the Undertaker of yesteryear. But so he says, I'm going to bring back the dead man. We're going to have a boneyard match. So
great. No, this is okay. No, because as soon as
this is.
What are you going to say? What were you going to say?
No, I think we're both thinking the same thing.
This is going to be pre-taped. And in a graveyard, it's going to be sick. Yeah, this is going to
have so many cool things.
This is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. And AJ Styles is, I think, and he's playing into this and he's loving this and he can have a great match with anybody. We know that. If there's one if there's one dude who can give Undertaker a good match, it's going to be AJ Styles.
Yeah, and they can use as many props as they want.
As many props as they want. They can film it over a couple days because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Mark Calloway could only probably work maybe 45 minutes at a time.
Or sorry, way too. Not 2 hours. No,
2 hours.
He can only stand for 2 hours at a time.
Yeah, then his knees just kind of fall.
But yeah, and also like there is still some mystery. Like we don't really know. Like we can imagine it's probably going to be in some sort of graveyard. There's going to be I don't know,
fog,
is it like a buried alive?
Or is there... fog at night, and someone's getting tombstoned onto a tombstone.
Yeah. So there's some intrigue just going into just to see what the match itself will look like.
Seriously,
and hopefully it'll turn out well.
Yeah, seriously,
with the use of editing magic. So we'll see.
Yeah, hoping for the best.
Spooky
hoping for the best out of those ones.
Yeah,
definitely.
And then they announce the Street Profits will defend the Raw Tag Titles against Andrade and Angel Garza. So this is where that Rey Mysterio news comes into effect.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of that Lucha 4-way, Andrade and Angel are getting a tag title shot. So it sucks for Rey and Humberto. They were, they've been being pushed into this angle, but too bad for them.
Yeah, but who knows? Hopefully we can come back post Mania, and who knows? That match can always happen at SummerSlam. Why the heck not?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was always going to be like the 7th or 8th important match, anyways. So, but then Andrade and Angel, they put their tag team skills to the test against Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. And in the middle of the match, Street Profits come out to get on commentary. They're another group that they could put in the crowd during Mania to keep the hype up.
Yeah, to keep the hype going. Instead of just Mojo Rawley.
Yeah. But yeah, this match was fine. Good tag stuff. Lots of high flying from these guys. Andrade hits his feint kick into the back elbow, which Cedric sells with a perfect thick loogie on the slow motion replay. Did you see that?
That was awesome. It was like we were just waiting in the corner of his mouth there.
Oh yeah. So he gets a 3 count. And then after the Street Profits brawl with Angel and Andrade, but. Yeah, that slow-mo replay that made the whole match.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And then we get Street Profits. They're in a fight now against Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink from NXT. But even there, we don't really know these guys.
Even there, well. yeah. I don't think I recognized these.
You don't think he knows the Vink?
I don't think. I didn't Vink.
Yeah, they're. But I guess they just needed bodies that were in the vicinity, so. They got a couple moves in, but they're just here to do the job. Street Profits win after Ford hits that heavenly frog splash.
So, yeah, he really touches the skies on that one.
Oh, yeah. And then they announced, just out of, for fun, Aleister Black is going to take on Lashley at Mania. Because why not?
Because why not? Let's put more people in the same room together.
Yeah. I know Rusev's nowhere to be found, so whatever.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, and then Elias and Corbin is officially official. Gronk got it approved.
Oh, thank God, Gronk. He's really making some. He just joined the WWE. He's already making huge booking decisions.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I like it.
It's incredible.
Then we go back in the ring. Charlie Caruso's in there to have a sit-down interview with Shayna Baszler.
Well, she tried. She tried to conduct.
She tried to. Yeah, this monster, this ogre, was just kind of towering over her. She tried to talk about Becky and the women's title match, but Shayna's just being mean and intimidating. And I kind of like the way they did the interview. Like all the lights were turned down. They just kind of had 2 spotlights in the ring. Yeah.
Anytime that we can feel like there's a crowd there, or anytime we don't see there's no crowd.
Yeah, and it also. The darkness was perfect because it helped Becky make a surprise entrance as she just smacks Shayna from behind with a chair and then nails her again, leaves her laid out in the ring. So
Short,
Let's go, Becky.
short, sweet, effective.
Yeah, let's go, Becky. Then we get Aleister Black versus Leon Ruff.
Yeah, I did not.
Another who?
I did not
I don't
know
even
who
know
that
him.
was.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had jobbers there at the PC.
I don't know. How do you get a jobber at this time? He's in for a rough time though. This guy is Aleister Black. Just kind of he moves towards him, then he just sits in the ring. So Leon's like, "Come on, man, get up." And Leon looks at the ref. He's like, "What's he doing?" And then my favorite part, the ref talks back. He's like, "I don't know. He's not my opponent. Let's go. That's your opponent. Let's go."
He's talking the match through.
Yeah, it's like, "Let's go. That's your guy, man." So Ruff goes for a big kick. Black just ducks, hits him with the black mask, gets the win.
Devastating maneuver.
Yeah, you know, it always looks good. People just eat it in the face. They're just like, "All right, I'll let you kick me because I'll never get on TV again." I'm Leon Ruff.
Yeah, I'm Leon Ruff.
Yeah. But then Kevin Owens comes out and he cuts a promo on the Messiah, Seth Rollins, and he just says, "Come on, Seth, just get out here." So Seth comes out and just cuts a fantastic promo. Some great work here. He just, talking about the Performance Center and Owens trained here, but Rollins says this place wouldn't even exist without him. He came up through FCW. He helped build this. He didn't get to go through a fucking training center. Yeah, just good promo. He's so much better on the mic as a heel, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, no, he really is, and this is one of the better promos he's cut in a long time.
Yeah,
this was fantastic.
Everything was great about this. Yeah, it was perfect. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was great. And then we get a replay. We get another match replay of Charlotte defending her SmackDown Women's title.
Yeah, they're picking.
Asuka.
They're kind of three. They're kind of at least on this show, they're 2 for 2 on replaying great matches.
Yeah, it's still relevant. Yeah, so of course that was the match where Asuka lost her streak, but yeah, still good.
Yeah.
And then we close the show with Randy Orton coming out to answer Edge's challenge for a last man standing match at WrestleMania. He just, continues. He calls Edge a junkie for his ego, and he talks about Mick Foley. And I really like this when as he was talking, they would intersperse clips.
Yeah.
What he was talking about.
Of what he was talking about, because
not in a cheesy way. They would cross dissolve and show them both at the same time. It just looked really good.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of editing you take advantage of.
That's the kind of fun
situation.
little production things that they're definitely going to be taking advantage of going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
100%.
I loved it. He spent a lot of time talking about grit, and no one's got as much grit as him. So he accepts the challenge. It's official. And that's your Raw.
And that was Monday Night
Much
Raw.
better than last week.
Much better than last week. I think they were prepared for it this time round, and I think the show's actually, this version of the show is only going to get better on Raw and on SmackDown. It's only going to improve, I think.
Yeah, no, it showed that they were, I don't know who said what to who, but they obviously took some sort of advice from people. They moved the camera angle.
Yeah.
They had a lot more matches, a lot more live content. And they did still have the match replays, but like you said, they picked some good matches. They put them out throughout the show, and yeah, it worked well.
Yeah, I think everyone was happy.
The promos were good. Seth was great. Everything. Yeah,
exactly. Everyone was happy with it, I'd say.
Yes,
but
we're happy.
Oh yes, of course, Mike. But that was the show, and that was SmackDown and Raw, kind of like the first half of the week. I think it's about time, Mike, that we take a quick break.
Yeah,
we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back because, of course, we have the Wednesday Night Wars, the rest of the week, and some Would You Rather. So stick around for that.
Let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah. We're
back on the podcast here, folks. Shoot Brothers, thanks for sticking out through that break. We know it was probably real hard because it was real hard for us too. Just because, goddamn it, we just love being so close to professional wrestling, and the little breaks we take, it takes us away from what we love.
Yeah,
That's
commercial
tough.
free is the way to be.
Commercial free is the way to be unless you're an actual sponsor, in which case commercial full is the way to be.
More commercials equals more content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes commercials are good. You want to go to the bathroom, stuff.
Exactly.
Anyways,
you need something to listen to, but it's not that kind of show yet. If you are a sponsor, you know what to do though. It's time for a little game. We're gonna skip trivia this week because we're gonna pull out one of our newer editions. We're gonna pull out a little bit of Would You Rather. Mike, I got 4 would you rathers for you.
4. I'll give you 4.
Okay, Mike, I'm gonna come off first for you here.
Off the top rope.
I'm coming off the top rope. So would you rather all of the ex WWE stars currently in AEW, right? We have our Jericho, Spears, Hardy, Moxley, all these kind of guys. Would you rather that they all stayed in WWE, or would you rather that the Elite all stayed in New Japan and the Indies, and AEW still remains just without the Elite members?
So I either lose the Elite or I lose the WWE guys.
Pretty much. That's what it is.
Well, you know what? I would have to kick out the WWE guys because you can't have AEW without the Elite.
Without
they are
the E.
You know, as much as Moxman's career would suck still being Dean Ambrose, among many others. Sean Spears really hasn't made much of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for that, anyways, the Elite, you need the Elite for what it is. So I'll have them stay.
Yeah, that's a good point. We need that. You know, the Jericho run has been crazy. The Moxley run's been crazy. But yeah, I think that is the right choice.
All right, I got one for you. Some more AEW stuff going on here.
Okay.
Would you rather Cody turns heel and joins Inner Circle, or Orange Cassidy turns heel and joins the Dark Order?
Oh, that one's crazy. I would rather Cody turn and join the Inner Circle. Cody's character, I think that story would be better than the story of Orange Cassidy joining Dark Order, or like the Death Triangle, or any of these any of these heel guys. I think watching bad guy Cody would produce some great shit, as it were.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would go with Cody as well. And, I think one day his path to the world title, he has that rule that he can't go for it. So he's going to have to do something bad to get it. Or something.
Or if he even wants it, I think like something like a Cody Kenny match, like that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Cody Hangman, that would be a lot of fun too.
Many great matchups we have over the next few years.
Okay, Mike, I got the next one for you. This is for you person. This is a would you rather. That's how the game's played.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, so would you rather witness a Daniel Bryan title win? So you're live, you're there seeing it happen. Or would you rather be there for when CM Punk makes his return to the ring, if and when that could ever happen?
If and when.
So you get to see Daniel Bryan win or CM Punk show
That's
up.
A tough one, but can I book the CM Punk match any way I want?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it can be any match you want, any title, I guess.
So it could be CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan.
No. These have to happen on 2 separate shows.
Okay.
I do like that. I do like that.
No, I know, but I couldn't swerve my way out of this.
No, not today.
That is a tough one because I think Daniel Bryan is the most beloved wrestler of all time, and seeing him win a world title in person would be such a thrill. I've only seen one world title change hands, and that was the Seth Rollins.
And that was fantastic. It was fantastic. Yeah. Imagine that feeling amplified.
And that was a guy that I didn't want to win, but his wrestling was so good.
He didn't even want to win, and he won.
But yeah, the CM Punk allure. So even without Daniel Bryan in the equation, the CM Punk thing could still be a world title match. It could be a main event. It could be all these things. It
could be number 30 at the Rumble for all we know.
Yeah. It's such a hard choice. I guess I'll go with the CM Punk just based on there could be so much more to it as well. Like not only do I see that, but it could be a world title match. It could be a main event match. It could be all these things. So I'll choose CM Punk, but it's a very hard choice. And maybe if Daniel Bryan didn't have a single world title to his name, I probably would choose that because
if there's a chance it was the first one. He's had a couple now. We've seen it before, but whenever CM Punk comes back, it's gonna be huge. That's gonna be. Remember that Hardy Boys back at Mania pop a couple years ago?
Yeah,
it's gonna be
It'd
that
bigger
just
than that.
Yeah, it's gonna be Hardy Boys return multiplied by Edge.
Yeah, and if they do it in Chicago,
yeah, divided by.
All right, my next one for you.
Yeah.
A personal one for you. You're in the ring here. You got to take this bump. You're in a hardcore match.
Shit.
So would you rather get slammed onto barbed wire or thumbtacks?
Oh, it's funny. I have a question like this coming up for you. Also, it is funny. But barbed wire or thumbtacks?
Yeah.
Man, they both look like they hurt so much.
Yeah. For the barbed wire, we'll say those, the flat board with all the barbed wire.
The flat wire, of course, the classic flat board with curly barbed wire.
You landed on a big
it.
thing. Yeah.
The traditional, everybody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go thumbtacks. Because and you're talking about the normal portion, which is kind of like a bag's worth.
Yeah, a bag's worth. And,
a bag's worth, the normal portion of thumbtacks.
The sack. They pull out the brown sack.
See, because the old burlap sack, it has approximately, X amount of thumbtacks.
Yeah,
See, I think with the thumbtacks, either one is going to hurt. Insane. Mm-hmm. It's gonna hurt so much. But isn't barbed wire meant to it rips or something? And once you get caught, it would rip. That
obviously,
I think dismantling myself. Thumbtacks kind of come out, but maybe imagine if you got on your back and you ripped a bunch of skin off. I can picture that happening. So I'm gonna have to go with thumbtacks. Power slammed onto thumbtacks.
Yeah, I think I would go with thumbtacks as well. Yeah, the barbed wire, it could slice you. The thumbtacks is just kind of a little, it's going to get in, but it's not going to get in too deep.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, because, they're only, half an inch. Either way, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, either way, but.
Either way, I don't want to do it.
When they had that barbed wire nest at Omega versus Moxley.
Yeah, yeah, just the classic. It was just like a trampoline wrapped in barbed wire.
Yeah, trampoline.
That was pretty much what it was.
Yeah,
it was the weirdest bump.
But yeah, that after they had to have people come untangle them after.
Yeah, because they were so caught in it. Yeah, which is wild.
Yeah. So
while we're on the subject about a bump, though, I'm going to ask my bump question for you.
Okay.
So would you rather take get power bombed through a table, or would you rather get power bombed through one of those somehow a horizontal ladder is set up? You can kind of picture it,
yeah.
And then you're getting power bombed through that instead.
Yeah, I'll take the table. I think it would probably be smoother, break easier.
You think so?
But the ladders are still, they're not. It's not a real ladder. It's a gimmick thing. So
oh yeah, of course it's tricked. Yeah,
they're not break. Yeah, but I know. Yeah, I still think the table would be smoother. Easier.
That's a good one. I'm gonna have to go with the ladder on this one. I think. Okay.
So you agree with me? The table.
No, I'm saying what are you saying? You would?
No, I'm making a joke. You're taking the ladder.
Oh my God, Mike, you're so fucking funny. I missed it. I know. I'm sorry. I tried to allow it, but, I'm taking the ladder. So, that's right. You're taking the former table. I'm taking the ladder. I don't know. Yeah, same kind of reason as you. I just think it would. Both are going to hurt. I just think I think that one would hurt a little bit less.
All right. Neither of us know for sure.
And I hope to God I never do. Because that looks painful as shit.
Mm-hmm. All right. My next one for you. I always have to throw in one of these, some sort of love related.
Mike, you're always trying to looking for love. You're always helping me look for love. That's why I
What's
really
wrong with
appreciate
this?
it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing is wrong with it. Of course.
It's in a positive manner.
Of course it is. I'm not saying it is.
I don't want. Yes. Anyways. So here's your option today. Would you rather have a relationship with Asuka or Kairi Sane?
That one's tough. I think it's
I'm talking dating. I'm talking relationships. I'm talking weekends together.
Yeah, going to the cottage.
She'd be at your apartment right now for this lockdown.
That's a good point. I'm gonna have to go Kairi Sane on this one, just because I think Asuka's like 40. Not to say that that's an issue, but I think I'm too young for that. I think.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Which just again, it's I just personally. We're going Kairi. We're going Kairi Sane.
Let me look up. Asuka is 38. And let's see what Kairi Sane is. We've got 31. Yeah, so she is the much younger. And I also would go with Kairi Sane. Not just because of age. If you swap their ages, I would still pick Kairi Sane. So I'm not as jaded when it comes to age as you are. But
yeah, that's just me. I don't mind.
No, that's fine. But no, the way she projects through the television, I just feel like I like her more. Her person, but they both seem like they're nice girls. But Kairi,
it's so much fun when wasn't it last week? Asuka was on commentary or something.
Yeah, Asuka, and she has a gaming channel. I could hang out with her. But Kairi Sane, we could do some stuff. She's a cool girl. So yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Asuka's
I got one.
In the cold. Sorry.
I got one more for you, Mike.
Okay.
I got one more for you. This one's gonna be tough. Mm-hmm. Just because, Mike, would you rather that NXT never happened, or AEW never happened?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is tough for all these things,
and all the years of NXT, not just going to Wednesday. The past.
Well, I know it would affect WWE in many ways, so many ways. But AEW is still in the infancy. It's so young. Mm-hmm. It could be greater than what those early NXT days and all those other things were. We don't know. And I think WWE, they would. Who knows what would happen? They would have another brand one way or another. I'm going AEW. Keep them around.
You want to keep AEW?
Yeah. What was the question? How was the question phrased?
Oh yeah, just
if I have to get rid of one.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Would you rather
either
AEW?
Way, yeah. Get rid of it. Keep AEW.
Get rid of NXT.
NXT's gone.
NXT is gone.
I'm sure a lot of guys. Yeah, a lot of career paths would be different, but for the good of the business, having AEW around would, I think, have a larger effect.
Yeah, in terms of brand, in terms of diversity, I'm gonna have to go with that too. Although I have some of my favorite matches down there in NXT, right? Of course,
we would miss out on tons.
American ladder match, the entire Gargano Ciampa saga, which isn't even fucking done yet, by the way.
Yeah. The Undisputed Era, would they ever have gotten together? Would all that stuff?
Yeah, they could have just. Yeah, who knows? But
who knows?
So
luckily, we don't have to worry about that.
Thank God, this is a pretend game.
What?
So thank God this is a pretend game.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which brings us to our final of the day.
The final one.
And for your sake, thank God this is a pretend game. Because this is another personal one. It doesn't. Let's pretend I don't know. This is it's going to affect you in every walk of life, especially if you were a wrestler. But either way, you have to decide.
I'm scared. I'm scared of this question.
This is life changing.
Okay. I'm ready for it.
Would you rather have an arm amputated or a leg amputated?
Oh no, these are just random.
No, let me specify.
Okay.
It's for the arm from elbow down and from the leg from knee down. One leg, one arm. You get to pick. You can go left. You can keep your right hand if you're right-handed, or if you kick soccer with your right foot, So.
Oh well, you do know how much
you gotta lose an egg or an arm.
You do know how much I care about kicking soccer. Okay, here's the tough one, right? Because fuck. I think I'm gonna have to go arm. I can choose the arm.
You can choose the arm.
Yeah, I could go. I'd rather go arm. I think.
You'd rather go arm.
Yeah, because I feel like you can have a little half arm and play basketball.
You certainly can.
Or you can hold a tennis racket. You can do stuff that would be fun. The leg, though, yeah, just too much mobility things that I feel like my dad would make me a badass fucking thing. That's for sure, right? And knee down, you could get yourself what is known as a Van Ness procedure, which is like they cut your foot off and turn your foot around and use your ankle as your knee joint. Can you picture it?
Yeah.
Gross, eh? But that's like an actual thing they do. So then you can still have a functioning knee joint, and then it would be fake, lower leg and foot. That's a pretty interesting one.
Yeah. So what are you giving me?
I'm still going. I'm still going. No arm.
No arm.
Lack of arm.
As a drummer, as a video game player, as in all these things, you are giving up your arm.
Yeah, I could find a way.
I think I would go with the leg personally.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the portion losing from your knee down to your foot, that's a big stump, but your hand is so mobile, so articulate, all those fingers. I could just get one of those blade legs, those people that run on like a blade and they can sprint really fast. I can just get one of those and I have all my hands. No one would even know I'm missing a leg half the time.
That's a good point. Well, geez, hopefully neither one of us ever need to make a decision like that in the first place.
Yeah. It was just a morbid one I wanted to throw in.
No, it's part of it. That's part of the game. And that's how it's played. That's how Would You Rather is played. A lot of fun. Always is.
And as a consolation prize, you get $1 million for your limb.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So I can invest in like robot
artificial
hand technology. Well, that's fantastic. That's how you play the game.
That's how the game is played. Yeah. Let's play the Wednesday Night War.
Load it up. Pop in that disc because we're about to play Wednesday Night Wars for the PS2.
Yeah. So let's go. AEW Dynamite's here.
AEW. All Elite. They coming for you, Vince. Better watch out. It's too sweet.
Perfect.
This was not Blood and Guts. It has been postponed.
Indefinitely, so I guess.
Indefinitely, yeah. So it makes sense. Mm-hmm. Push you can't that match deserves a live crowd. So
yep. And I think technically it would be more people than you're like allowed to have in a close area.
Yeah.
So I think it's like gatherings of 5 or more or something.
I don't know. Yeah, those rules are changing constantly, so they're just like whatever. We'll get to it when we can. But Cody and Kenny, they're still on the show. They come out to do some commentary as well. But Cody's got to leave right away. He's got a match. And then one thing this week, they did not have wrestlers in the crowd watching.
Yeah, I was disappointed they got rid of that. Maybe it didn't work out. Maybe just like they couldn't get anybody there or something. Who knows? But,
so they would cut to like a room in the back, or might have not have actually been there, but it's like the inner circle hanging out with Sean Spears and some other guys gambling and stuff. So they still had people watching and reacting to the matches a little bit, but
yeah, just not outside.
Not the same.
And also we were at the same place as we were last week, right? That the Jacksonville Jaguars whatever practice facility or whatever the facility is. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it looks good still, but
definitely.
So we start the show with Cody versus Jimmy Havoc, who we haven't seen Jimmy on Dynamite much, but he's 3-0 in 2020, so he must be doing good on Dark over there.
Must be. I did see that they filmed a Dark.
They still air Dark matches.
Yeah, they're still filming them, so that's cool.
Yeah, so the Dark's still going on, so we don't know. So Cody versus Jimmy. This match starts slow, but they're doing good. Cody hits the crossroads, but then he picks him up and angrily hits a second one. Bit of a heel move here, but he gets the win. What was that from Cody?
That was. Well, I mean, Cody's been going through a lot.
But what did Jimmy do to him?
He keeps getting lashed, literally lashing out. He has people who like his like father's like best friends calling him out and shit. That must be pretty tough too. Imagine like if your dad's best friend, you're like, "Hey, Uncle Andy, what's up?" And it's like sometimes you're a little arrogant prick. You know that? And you're like, "What?" But Uncle Andy, no, you've known me since I was born. How would you feel if your dad's best friend pretty much like trained a mercenary to take you out? How would that make you feel? That'd be tough.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. But then Jake the Snake pops up on the video screen, and he's got a message for Cody. He starts talking about his client, Lance Archer, and he's just kind of chilling in front of a campfire. And he's like, AEW was supposed to be the best, but I didn't get a phone call. And Archer was over in Japan. What's going on here? So but he wants to get the contract signed. He wants the match with Cody, so let's do it. Cody versus Usher.
A short, sweet little promo from him. This guy's great.
Yeah, he's been doing well every week. And then they do like this little black and white Darby Allin vignette where he's got like cutout masks of the inner circle, and he pours some gas on them and ignites it. So
his things those are so cool. I really like the Darby Allin. He gets those little backstage moments. I feel like those guys are very much films. And it's very much. I bet Darby Allin's really in control of something like that. It feels very much like a him thing.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like somebody's forcing it on him.
But then he's got a match. Darby Allin's taking on Kip Sabian here, and Cody's back on commentary. Then of course Penelope Ford's there, causing all this trouble on the outside. She's become one of the more consistent managers lately in AEW. I like her. Or coaches, they call them in AEW.
Coaches, yeah, I do know. You got to say that. I do like that. That.
But Darby and Kip, good little back and forth match. Darby applies this unique leg lock, and then he just kind of turns it into a pin and gets the 3 count. Cody calls it the Last Supper. I don't know if that's legit or if that's just Cody. But.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then Jake Hager's coming out here to take on Chico Adams. Sorry, Chico. I don't know who you are.
I didn't. I also didn't recognize that person. But whatever.
Yeah, Hager locks in that arm triangle. Quick win. They're putting that thing over. And then Mox shows up after. Him and Hager exchange blows. Mox hits a paradigm shift, but he only did the little one, not the big one. So Hager recovers.
Little shift.
Hits an ankle lock. Yeah. Or the dirty deeds, I guess.
That one's more of a dirty deeds. You're right.
Yeah. So Hager recovers. He escapes. So backstage, Mox challenges him later to a title match. So I guess that'll take place on a Dynamite sometime.
This is cool. And Jericho defended that title a couple times on television, just sort of randomly. Took out Darby Allin, I think, was on one of them. Because Moxley still needs to get wins going. And
Hager.
A big win over a guy like this would be huge for Jon Moxley.
Yeah, so they can build to that for a week or two, and
Definitely.
we'll see what they do.
Certainly.
Then we get another video segment of Brody Lee here, the Exalted One. He's having a steak dinner, and he's talking down to these members of the Dark Order, just saying strength in numbers. We do what we want, take what we want, prey on the weak. And then the other guy's trying to eat, and he just yells at him, "You don't eat before I'm done." And someone sneezes, he gets pissed off, and they were just.
Yeah, just calling them out. Now, I've heard. Yeah, this part of this Exalted One type character is this. I guess he's not like a corporate dude, although he was wearing like a suit and tie in this promo. Is this part of his thing?
I heard they were kind of ribbing on Vince McMahon a little bit. On a couple of things.
Okay, I can see that. Man, remember last week I mentioned. In that Burley promo when he's like, "You're not the first old man to be out of touch," or whatever that is. So maybe kind of create this Vince McMahon type of character, or at least those ideals. I think.
Yeah, at least the crazy parts of him.
And I think everyone that comes from WWE, especially Brody Lee, Jericho, the Moxman too, they understand those things. If he, he's a certain, if Vince is a certain kind of way, it's like, okay, we know what we're doing here.
Yeah. But the Exalted One's in action. Mm-hmm. His Dynamite debut. Brody Lee's taking on QT Marshall. And, of course, Brody gets the easy win. He hits that discus lariat. And then after the match, they just kind of leave. They take out one of the Dark Order masks and they leave it for QT, making the offer as they leave.
Yeah, eventually they're going to have to get more people. They're going to have to get someone big on their side. And I don't mean of course, Brody Lee is a big enough dude, but eventually they're going to have to actually recruit somebody, right?
Yeah, someone more than QT Marshall.
I don't think they've recruited anybody yet.
Well, they got the Reynolds and Silver.
Yeah, okay. And that was early on in their inception too.
Was there one other guy? Maybe I can't.
Maybe. I think we need eventually one of these tactics is going to have to work, and they're going to have to.
We need a real bona fide, at least mid card guy.
Yeah, somebody at least with who can get some wins on their behalf, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, who? I don't know. Like a Dustin. If you got him involved, that would be huge.
Yeah, that would be fun,
turn.
And of course, it builds a little tie-in to the Elite there, because it feels like everyone's coming after the Elite, or That'd be quite a position for them to be in, right? If somehow the Inner Circle, Death Triangle, the Dark Order, the Butcher and the Blade, like somehow it's everybody against the Elite.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then we see another video segment of Vanguard 1 just kind of flying in to check on Nick Jackson.
That was awesome. That was so much fun.
Yeah, just spying on him, and he's like,
He
hey,
wasn't spying on him. He was checking in on him.
Well, he was checking,
see,
but then why did it fly away so perversively when Nick got up to look at it? It acted. If it was innocent, it would have just stood there and said, "Hey, Nick."
Hello,
Wait, not
hello,
Nick.
Nick. Hello,
Ooh,
Matt.
I can't. No, I'm getting fucked.
I still
no,
can't
it was
tell.
Nick.
No,
It was Nick.
Which is funny because you can tell the Usos apart like immediately, and they are identical twins. And these two guys, they look kind of alike, but they're different people.
Yeah, it was harder for me than the Usos.
It's hard. It's somehow harder for you than the Usos. I don't get
That's
that.
only because of Total Divas. When you watch like,
I know
couple
you
seasons
say
of
that
that.
it's Total Divas, and he's got the tattoo. He's got the
the tattoo. I don't
the
even
turtle
need. That's
tat
just for other people. That's to help other people.
right. That
That's
us
the eyes. I can see
us
one's got like, I don't know.
normies
Sorry.
who,
I'm like their mother. I can see it. But let's go on here. Kenny Omega taking on Sammy Guevara for his AAA Mega Championship.
I forgot he had that too. Yeah.
He won it months ago.
Speaking of, I forgot that you existed.
Yeah. He beat Ray Phoenix for that thing, and it's nice that they actually let him bring it out and defend it.
I think they're in cahoots.
They are in cahoots, but I mean, like he never actually brings the belt out. He's Kenny two belts, but this is the first time we got to see it.
Yeah, we never. I guess we do never get to see it, and I guess Sammy Guevara also wrestles with AAA down there.
Yeah, he's a Spanish god, so
He is the sexy Spanish god.
And this was a great match. They got lots of time here, like I don't know, almost a half hour or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, it's going to be a title match, and you need to fill some time. This was so much fun.
Yeah, just lots of Sammy looks great for even in defeat, hanging in there that long with Kenny, going toe to toe.
Yeah.
Kenny's hitting massive V triggers. He goes for another one, and Kenny's got like a broken wrist, I think. So Sammy grabs it, starts biting it at one point. But then, of course, Omega, he hits another V trigger, gets that one winged angel to win and retain the title.
That ending sequence was insane too. It was like V trigger, and then
the J Driller was in there.
These things I had done. I mean,
I don't even remember how to describe it.
You're definitely way better with the words than me. There was a Spanish fly in there, and then like V trigger. And eventually gets the one winged angel. Like, I
forget.
Huge
who was on like
sequence.
Tony or JR on commentary? Someone was like the Veach, or like the best knee in the game, or something. Cody maybe.
It's it was this was a damn fine wrestling match. Just on television.
Yeah, love it. And then I guess the final segment of the night, Chris Jericho comes out for his face-to-face with Matt Hardy. And during his entrance, he grabs the camera from the cameraman, points it at him. So he's the one rocking out this week. He's singing Judas.
Someone's got to sing
Someone's
Judas.
got
to sing it, yeah.
Yeah, so he did his best. He was having fun. And then Jericho starts cutting a promo on Hardy, and he tells him to make the right decision. Join the Inner Circle. I know you're here. Come on out. But then we hear the humming of the blades of the... There it is. The drone is here. It's Vanguard 1 as he makes his entrance. And for this segment, they didn't have any handheld microphones for this, like the traditional wrestling. It was all.
Yeah, they all had the because I mean you can set up a little bit better, right? You don't need to.
This whole segment was very much set up, but it was great. So the drone flies in, and Jericho just starts cutting a promo on this drone. He doesn't like his beliefs. I don't like your political views on social media. You're a piece of shit. I don't respect you. But I don't like you, but I'm asking you to join the Inner Circle. So he's talking to me. He's like, we can pour the bubbly down your thing. You can smoke fine cigars, get rich. So he's proposing this, but Vanguard flies off, refuses the offer. And then the Broken One himself, Matt Hardy, comes down to the ring. And he explains that he's magic. And he's teleporting. He's doing all these things. And Jericho's just like, yo, AEW is my show. When you show up here, I'm the one you want to align with. Not those arrogant son of bitches, the Elite. But Hardy says, no, I assisted them last week because he owed the Bucks of Youth a debt for resurrecting him. And but no, he sees all the tyranny the Inner Circle's causing, and He's going to free AEW and all this shit. But yeah, eventually, there was some more special effects, and Matt Hardy starts pointing in the crowd saying, Abe Lincoln's there, Martin Luther King's there. Jericho thinks he's insane, so he says he's going to delete the Inner Circle. Jericho slaps him, but Hardy knocks him down with one blow, and Jericho's astounded. And he's like, I don't know, he thinks he is magic or something like that, right? But then Sammy Guevara jumps in, he attacks. Cody and Kenny come out with chairs. They save Hardy, and then the three baby faces are stand tall. And then Matt Hardy just starts using wizard powers to activate the pyro.
That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. He just sort of like raises his hands and then starts burning up everywhere.
They look good. I mean, they were pretty close to those fire flames there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the use of the editing there. You don't have to be live. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
And the broken gimmick is could live or die on these huge or these well put together productions, right? Which is exactly what he could be doing.
They're going all in. Magic powers are real.
Going all in. Well, yeah. So pretty. And this is great. And that was sort of how the show ended. This was a great way. I think either you're gonna like this. Or like it. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say here? You're pretty much like you liked.
It was a lot of fun.
You liked the segment, based on how much you can just sort of buy into the broken gimmick. I wonder if that's more difficult for in WWE, but for kids especially. I wonder if that's something that is that something that maybe like the older wrestling fan is more into because you do see the videos on YouTube. You're aware that it's fake, or you're aware it's not real. So this is clearly just being fun. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, would a kid see it? Would a kid see it and be like, I have no clue what the fuck is happening right now? Where's John Cena?
I don't know. Maybe the kid would like it for those reasons.
Yeah, because it is a little silly and weird and crazy.
Yeah, flames going. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to know for sure. Mm-hmm. Interview your nephews and nieces out there and let us know. What's going on here?
It felt great. I'm really excited for this.
Another good episode of AEW.
I'm really excited for this program going forward.
Yeah. So blood and guts. We don't know when it'll happen, but Matt Hardy's here to stay, and we'll get some more Vanguard and all that every week.
All that stuff. But it is still Wednesday, like you said, Mike. It is still Wednesday night, so we got to hop over to the brand, over to the gold guys. It's
Yellow.
NXT. What does it mean? I don't know, but it's some good wrestling. So NXT. Watch and see. Is that a tap out, a count out, a 1, 2, 3. So
the yellow? Is that what they call themselves? The yellow, not the gold?
I think they're yellow and black. But they were back in their home, Full Sail,
which was fun. Why not?
Still empty.
Crowdless
of course.
Full Sail. Why not?
Yeah, but they got the balcony there, which is fun at Full Sail. That balcony. Right?
I do like it. It's a nice looking spot.
Yeah, so they go, they announce TakeOver Tampa is officially canceled, but they say that those matches will take place over the course of the coming weeks on weekly NXT. So that kind of gives each show a big draw, just kind of spread it out. Have multi-main events.
Which is cool. Why not?
So, yeah, so we'll still get the matches. So
give us them, If they can still give them to us. The world can still keep moving.
There we go. Austin Theory's here to take on Tyler Breeze. And match, it was fine match. Breeze, he puts up a good fight. Best he's had in a long time. And Austin Theory gets a little too cocky. He grabs Breeze's phone, starts taking selfies, mocking him, and Breeze just counters, hits a beauty shot, gets the win.
That's funny. That's his finisher.
The beauty shot?
Yeah. I think it's funny. I think it's a funny name.
Well, the Val Venus's finisher was the money shot.
Ah, gross. That's a little. That's
funny?
Too much. That's too much, Mike. That's too much.
Okay, I didn't call.
I know you didn't make it up. You're just sharing the news. You don't endorse it.
Those are different. Okay. All right, let's go because we got lots of. This was the week of just fresh jobbers because Killian Dane is taking on Tahiti Miles.
Yeah, I guess these are clearly guys who are like still at the PC. Like who
they
won't,
put the who in Tahiti. This guy
who we won't see for a long time. Tahiti, the Beast of Belfast getting a quick fucking Vader bomb or something, right?
Yeah, Vader Bomb for the win. Boom.
Okay.
Then Cameron Grimes takes on Tony Nese. They have a good match. Grimes, he's been on a bit of a
he's
roll,
on the
looking
up and
good
up.
lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
This is
hits.
great.
So, do you like his finisher, the cave-in stomp? Because it's basically a coup de grace.
I am not very big on it. I will be honest.
Okay. Do you? Yeah, I like the coup de grace better. I like the coup de grace better.
I mean,
But
I mean,
like
maybe
Cameron.
if I had to choose between both, maybe I don't know which one. I don't really know which one I'd pick, but
But yeah, Grimy Grimes looking all right.
I would love to choose neither.
But let's go here. Qualifier match for that women's ladder number one contender thing. We don't know what's going to hang. Is it going to be a briefcase, a paper, I don't know.
Just a
we
blank,
got-
just a loose sheet of paper attached with a couple paper clips.
Yeah. But we got Xia Li taking on Aaliyah. Yeah, two people who, they have a small bit of history. They showed up before the match when Xia legit broke Aaliyah's nose with a big stiff kick. So Aaliyah comes out to the ring. Xia Li's music hits, but she doesn't appear. We cut backstage. Zaya's crying. She's weeping. She's been attacked. So Aaliyah's like, yeah, I win then. So the ring announcer gets word on the mic that from Regal himself that Zaya's not cleared, but there's someone who is. Io Shirai.
Hey, Io Shirai. I knew you were going to say that, Mike. I
Fuck
just
baby.
just knew it.
Woo! You knew what?
I knew you were
That I
going to
was gonna be
say.
happy?
I knew you were going to say Io Shirai.
Well, because you watched the show.
That's a good point. But I also knew that you would say it with so much enthusiasm.
Oh, yes, that I would build and pause. And of course, yes, I was very happy about this. This was something that I didn't know would happen. This was a good, spoilers didn't leak. We're in lockdown. So, Io's back, baby. She makes quick work of Aaliyah, hits some big kicks, her Angel's Wing backbreaker, and her moonsault to get that win and qualify for the ladder match. So I'm pumped.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. Wasn't she? Wait, was she in the ladder match before? A few months ago, it was really good.
The one with Mia Yim? No, I forget who that
I forget
was.
who that was. Okay, I might be.
Might have been
thinking-
Dakota Kai.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
But no, yeah, she's been in some lots of good stuff. She was the one that did the moonsault off the cage at War Games.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
But she's back. She's back.
Back in action.
Keith Lee's coming out next. He's got a new song, I believe.
Oh, really?
Have
I
you
didn't
noticed
catch
this at
that.
all?
No, I didn't catch a new song.
Yeah, it was just like bask in his glory. He's limitless. Stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember the tune. It was if I don't remember it yet. So, but so Lee's there. He's just kind of getting interviewed about what's been going on lately, and he admits he made a mistake, thinking back when he thought Dijakovic attacked him, but it was actually Priest who did. So he owes him an apology. And Dijakovic comes out and he says, "I don't give a damn about that. I only care about the title. But I got more respect than to attack from behind. But you know what? You did attack me." And then Damian Priest comes out. He starts giving his piece. And this is when I noticed he's got a very good, deep, like cartoon character voice. I never noticed before.
Yeah, I've never heard him talk before.
He could be like a villain. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'm coming to get you." I don't know.
I'm going
But,
to go.
So they all talk. They all start exchanging blows. And then Dijakovic hits this big dive onto them. And he's the one standing tall at the end of the segment.
Yeah, this North American title scene is pretty hot. It's been hot for a long time,
Yeah,
too.
it's fresh. It's hot. It's three guys that are all getting a chance to shine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we go over to some tag stuff here. One Lorcan and Danny Burch taking on Shane Thorne and Brandon Vink, making another appearance.
Yeah, they're
no one-
playing 2 nights in a row, or,
2 nights. Two nights this week.
2 out of 4, 2 out of 3 shows they've been on. That's amazing for these guys.
Well, yeah, and SmackDown hasn't happened yet, so they could make the sweep. But they're here again to lose to Lorcan and Burch, who don't get that many wins themselves. So, but yeah, quick submission win for them. And then we go
a lot of quick wins on this on the show this week, I noticed.
Yeah. But we go to the final, or I guess not the final for tonight, qualifying match for the ladder, the women's ladder match. We have Candice LeRae taking on Kaden Carter. Good match, good evenly fought match here. Candice locks in her husband's move, the Gargano Escape, to get the tap out victory. So she qualifies, and they announced the ladder match will take place in 2 weeks. So we got Chelsea Green, Mia Yim, Tegan Knox, Io Shirai, Candice LeRae. And then they announced for the final spot, everyone that lost is going to be put in a gauntlet match to get a second chance. So for me, I'm thinking Shotzi Blackheart or Dakota Kai. Those are my picks.
Well, that'd be great. I wonder if that's something they're going to film, I guess, already.
Yeah.
Possibly,
of course,
yeah.
Conspicuous in her absence, Bianca Belair did not compete in any qualifying match.
That felt a little weird, right?
Well, that leaves the door wide open. I mean, it's pretty late to be thrown into that Charlotte Rhea thing, but if you would assume she would at least be in this if she's not in that. So what the hell's going on? Or does she, now that Dana Brooke's out, oh my God, Bianca Belair going to SmackDown? That would be perfect.
Yeah,
for me.
if there's ever time to move somebody up, it'd be like, why not here?
Have her win the title. I don't care.
Why
First
not?
night.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Book it,
Yeah,
Vince.
that was just off the top of my head. I don't
Book
know,
it.
So there you go. Either way, though, that women's ladder match will be fun.
Yeah, it will be for sure.
Yeah, let's go here. Matt Riddle, the bro. He doesn't have his weight or brother because he's across the pond in UK in his own lockdown. Mm-hmm. So Matt Riddle's on his own here, taking on Roderick Strong, and they just start off the match. Some good grappling, mat-based wrestling here. Roddy's going. He's doing his running knee strikes when Riddle escapes, and he hits the bro Derek to get the win. But then after the match, he is attacked by this new tag team. We don't know who these guys are. They just start beating up Riddle, and then this their manager Malcolm Vivens comes out, and he just says, "Yeah, man." He doesn't mention the name of the tag team. Actually,
He just says, "Yeah, man. What's up?"
He says his stuff. And he's like, Malcolm Vivens, and your partner Dunn's not here, buddy. So this is the new face of the tag division. But he didn't actually mention their name, so I don't know what the fuck to call them.
Yeah, I also didn't catch
like
that. I haven't looked online or anything to see if.
Yeah, the one guy looks very tall. He looks very big. I mean, they're both big, but the one guy is
big
like almost
dudes,
7 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know
crazy.
what they are, but they obviously like them. And the final segment of the show, Triple H comes out, the papa of NXT.
Yep, Dad's coming
He
to
wants
talk to his two sons.
Yeah. It's getting out of control. He can't have this. So, they're breaking the performance center. So he brings out his bad boys, Ciampa and Gargano. Ciampa's like, everything been said has been done. Just bring Johnny out. So they bring out Johnny, and Triple H is like, no physicality tonight. They all start cutting promos, and Triple H is like, you know what? I've been there. Me and Sean, I've gone through all this, but it's got to end. You can't tear up the building and endanger other people. So
He makes a good point.
And then for a second-
He makes a good point.
yeah. For a second there, the way he was wording it, he almost made me think, because he said, this should end on the biggest stage in front of the whole world. He made me think they were going to put this match on WrestleMania.
On Mania, yeah, I felt like that too.
Yeah.
Like I think
his wording made me think that.
because
I'm like, what?
it's all arbitrary now, anyways. Fucking put this match on Mania.
Yeah, why not? And you got 2 nights, so no one's going to care if you have 7 matches on each night. But anyway, so they keep going on. They're talking about Gargano's like, this was supposed to end last year, but then he went and broke his neck. My only regret is not being the one to break it. And Ciampa gets in his face, I did break my damn neck. My life changed. And they all just want to end it. Triple H is like, you know what? What do you need? What do we got to do to finish this thing? So Johnny says 2 weeks. So Hunter's like, all right, I'll find an empty building. We'll put a ring in there. We'll put a ref in there. And then it's over. If it continues after that, neither of you are going to be here. So in 2 weeks, we will have that match, which I guess 2 weeks is still WrestleMania. So if it's either WrestleMania or weekly NXT.
The Wednesday before Mania or whatever it is. Yeah, no, this feud has defined NXT for a long time now.
Past 2 years or whatever.
Long time now. And every single time that we think to ourselves, it's time to end it, they pull us back in and they give us a reason to keep going.
Or something else. Well, life fucks it up.
Yeah, or just
first was a broken
life
neck, now it's a virus.
Yeah, the quiet arena on this was awesome. Like it just made everything Triple H was saying felt so like impactful, and like when your parents are yelling at you and you're not saying anything back, it's like that. Like those long silences of like yes, mom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. You can.
Which was great.
But that wasn't it.
Okay.
That wasn't it though, because at the very end, in the middle of all this, the screen starts playing some creepy video, and we hear some audio. I think it was speaking a different language. And then we just get these glimpses of a new wrestler and the clock. So this is official. This is Killer Cross.
Is that who this person is?
That's Killer Cross. So I think it's the clock stuff. I would assume that's the same stuff that was on SmackDown, but he's here on NXT, I guess. So the three men in the ring just kind of look on confused. A little good cliffhanger ending.
What the heck?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with them, but he's like, I'm here, bitches. Killer Cross.
Yeah, I should look into this guy. I just don't know anything about him. I should.
And I think there's a female with him as well, Scarlett or something.
A Mrs. Cross.
Alana to his.
Perfect.
Rusev Lashley. But yeah, so there you go. That was their ending. That was your NXT. Like Raw, much better than.
Much better. Well, I think last week it was just.
It was just videos.
Video packages and interviews.
Yeah. Like
right?
They were well made, but this week we got wrestling, we got interviews, we got lots of stuff.
Yeah, people are flexing their creative muscles, and things are getting a little bit smoother, which is just great for everybody, right?
Yeah,
fantastic.
Adapt or die.
Adapt or die, exactly. And that was it. That was Wednesday night, and that was the entire what we've been missing in the wrestling world this week.
Yeah, all things considered, I think the week went pretty well for the wrestling world.
I agree.
In terms of
the show's coming to an end, though. It's only time for one more thing. It's the wrestler of the week.
It's the wrestler of the week, of the week. Wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week.
Which we actually had a lot more wrestling this week. So, Mike, who do you have?
Yeah, this was actually tough. But, sometimes it's not always about the actual length of the match or what they did or all that stuff. There's sentimentality involved. And, of course, I got to give it up for the big return. Io Shirai coming back. Nice surprise. My pop of the week.
I knew you were gonna do it too. I started typing Io.
I heard the little click.
You
click.
heard click, click, click. It's because I'm sitting there like, yeah, he's gonna pick Io Shirai.
I like to build it up. I like to add some story to it.
And it was great.
But there you go. Io Shirai gets me high, and she is my wrestler of the week.
It was great to have her back, Io Shirai, the wrestler of the week. I'm sticking on Wednesday, but we're moving over to AEW. Wrestler of the week, giving it to Kenny Omega. I had a lot of fun in that match with Sammy Guevara. I could have just as easily given it to Sammy Guevara, but Kenny Omega got the win.
Those two were definitely in my running for sure. Yeah. Consistently good shit from each of those.
Good shit.
Every week. Yeah.
Such good
shit.
Good,
yeah. I guess next week was going to be more of the same, just taped shows, empty arenas, but everything's at least planned till WrestleMania. After that, who the heck knows what's going to happen? But we will see. And that was the whole podcast. We will be here.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, folks. Remember, you can rate, review, like, and subscribe to the podcast everywhere. I think it's all over the place. It's on YouTube. You can give it a thumbs up there. And all that sort of stuff. And I guess until next time, Mike, the wrestling week keeps moving, and we got to be there to report back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fantastic. And that'll be it for me. Okay, folks, you have a great night. Mike, you take care of yourself. You stay safe out there.